Greetings and a very warm welcome to Kashmir University's weekly video magazine Quest. First, a look at the highlights. An interview with Director Admissions and Competitive Examinations. A profile on the Department of Students' Welfare. And Kashmir University organizes an interaction session with Dr. Natasha Kaur. Now the details with your host Muhammad Fahim al-Islam. Dear viewers, entrance examination for various postgraduate and diploma courses are underway in the university. Around 32,000 students are taking part in the entrance examination. Owing to the huge number of applications, the university also introduced admissions and competitive examination cell so that the admission process becomes smooth and better. In this connection, we talked to the Director Admissions and Competitive Examinations, Professor Irshad Ahmed Nauchu. We asked him what prompted the university to go for Director Admissions and Competitive Examinations.
Many faculty members have been involved in the conduct of the entrance under the governance of Dean Academic Affairs. However, because of the heavy workload of Dean Academic Affairs, a decision was taken in the University Council to create a separate cell where all the university entrances, both UG and PG entrances, as well as all professional entrances that are conducted through the university, including SET and NET, were actually assigned to this particular position, that is Director University Examinations as well as professional entrances. Reason was that this cell will be independently not only conducting, evaluating and preparing selection lists as per the rules and regulations, and if there are any complaints, it will be handled by the concerned director, and then whatever inquiries or complaints are, that will be resolved within a short span of time prior to declaration of the results as well as uploading the selection list on the university website.
He said the university is trying to streamline the admission process and the opening up of this office would surely help to redress students' problems.
It will take us just one particular session to streamline everything. What is important is that we actually prepare a calendar in terms of conducting entrance exams of the main university as well as keeping a proper schedule for conducting other tests. That is, for say NET we have a known schedule, that is in December as well as in June. But for other exams we can in turn create a system where we will inform the authorities that we are having this span of time for conducting those tests, and it will take us this particular duration of time to prepare not only the selection list as well as to upload them on the desired websites as well as on the university website.
Professor Nauchu said that a lot of students face the problem of locating the centers inside the campus, and to address this issue they have kept signboards and university officials to help the aspirants.
On the university website, we upload the center notes much in advance of the entrances. However, what we have tried to do is we have approached Chief Proctor and directed him to actually facilitate movement of the students in terms of whatever the position of the department or the center is, as well as create links through which the students can move and reach the center in time. In certain cases, I have seen that Chief Proctoral staff members try to provide them transport facilities to visit far-flung departments like departments in the Naseem Bagh campus. While as in certain cases, they sometimes try to approach the centers and then request the supervisors to give him additional 2 or 3 minutes in terms of if he has lost the time, so that he can be able to appear in the attendances.
The Director Admissions and Competitive Examinations said that in case students face any problem, they should contact his office for the same.
See, what we do is we upload the key on the day we conduct exam around 5 p.m. That is, once the exams are over, within half an hour we upload the key. And we give students a time of 24-hour duration to actually send either in writing or upload on the university website whatever complaints they have. After downloading these, we in turn forward them to the concerned heads and give him a time of just 12 hours to return the revised key. And we actually request the heads to include all faculty members to assess the questions as well as the keys, so that whatever complaints are lodged, they are resolved and final keys are uploaded prior to scanning of the response sheets.
Professor Nauchu said that despite facing problems, the university has decided to go ahead with supplementary shift.
See, there was a misconception that we are actually not continuing with the supplementary session for this year. However, we have actually issued the notification today that those departments who are willing to run these supplementary session courses can inform us within a span of 1 week, so that we can issue an official notification for students to apply separately, even though selection will be on the basis of the same entrance. However, the choice of the student in opting for a particular subject is his or hers, and we will also prepare the list immediately after completing the admission for the main shift.
He also told the Quest team that the university has adopted new ways in selection process.
Certain changes have been done, wherein we have tried to actually not only upload the revised keys immediately, but also provide students a time span that even if after revised key have been uploaded, they have certain complaints, they can again inform us, but within a span of 12 hours duration, so that if corrections are necessary, we can request the concerned heads and deans to inform us, and we can actually modify the key again. Last year we were actually modifying it once, but this year we have seen that certain complaints are received after uploading the revised key, and this year we have tried to revise that modification.
The University of Kashmir organized an interaction session with author and academic Dr. Natasha Kaul. Professor Hamida Naeem of the Department of English, while introducing the guest to the audience, said that it is not easy to unmask and smash stereotypes.
It's not so easy to all the time unmask and smash the stereotypes of vision intellects with which modern world of mass art and mass thought swamp us, as they are geared to the demands of politics of the powers that be. That's why it's in politics that intellectual solidarity and effort must be concern-centered. Because if the creative writers do not relate to the values of truth, they can't cope with the whole of the life experience. Such an intellectual is neither a pacifier nor a consensus builder, but one who is unable to accept easy formulations or cliches, confirmations of what the powerful have to say, and willing to say it in public.
Dr. Natasha, while speaking on the topic Life Writing, Writing Master, said that a writer is a migrant of imagination, and it is his imagination that makes or mars a book.
I think that's important to realize that imagination permits us that fluidity that real life very often denies. And there is actually research that links imagination or capacity for greater imagination to empathy. So the more we can imagine what it is like to be someone else, for me to try and imagine what it's like to be you or someone else, the more I can try to think, okay, what seems to be like my reality, what seem to be constraints to me, what seem to be opportunities and challenges to me may be very different to you. It's a very simple point in one sense. It's very obvious, of course, people are different. But so many complications in human interactions, individually and collectively, come from that failure of imagination and empathy. They come from that place where people cannot think that reality is actually a multiple thing, and that there is my reality and there's her reality and his reality and everyone else's reality. And that in terms of merging or enmeshing those realities, we have to recognize that everyone is fallible, that, that everyone has to deal with those constraints that they've got.
Professor T.K. Dhar said that in order for community to survive, one must narrate.
If you want to survive, the only way in which you can do it is to narrate, and not necessarily digital. I don't go for that. The second thing is that in the life of every person, even if it is as dull and drab as a doormat, there is always a scope for saying something meaningful. You can at least write one book, if not more. And that is what I think your plea was. We should be writing all the time. And I fully endorse that idea.
Poet Zarif Ahmad Zarif recited few couplets from his poem.
Me gudriyomut chu ti chu me kalmas maz onmut lari phirun dimhat dim kitkain magar lari phirun dimhat dim kitkain magar god ch zan yat bistaras az bar kind va idag chamzan jigar quran az jer chum votmut gomut sus god zan chach putik por chamwanij nazan shahwan chum zan sakun por chum wahan Gat pachan be avravas khab mein. Gat pachan be avravas khab mein. Toiti satha zun gashish ratam. Az kunu zun avse mut pahri maz. Tha thuriomut chum me angang yah gomut.
Dear viewers, the Department of Students' Welfare was set up for students so that they feel comfortable in the university. It is a dynamic department which addresses not only students' problems but grooms them to develop their overall personality. The Department of Students' Welfare is headed by a dean. Currently, Professor Jian Khaki is heading the department. Speaking to the Quest team, Professor Khaki delineated the role of the department.
And the Department of Students' Welfare, established in the University of Kashmir, is trying its best to respond positively to the requests and to the difficulties of the students in whatever the capacity they face it. Fundamentally, we have different organizations, different cells that have been established in DSW office. They are working night and day to identify the talent of the students, to club them with different activities that are being organized with the Department of Welfare students, and fundamentally to identify the hidden talent of the students by inviting them to different co-curricular activities of the department.
It's an important department in the university and means for extracurricular activities. It trains students to excel in life. It also helps them in segregating academic activities for extracurricular activities, thus helping in grooming an all-round personality.
To organize seminars, to organize conferences, to organize interactions, to invite people of repute who have any understanding of different areas of activity, so that our students are enriched with fresh knowledge, fresh understanding, fresh approach to issues by the insights that we receive from the distinguished scholars whom we invite to our department. And number third, our efforts are to organize interactive sessions between the different departments of the university, and then to identify some colleges, inter-college and inter-university debate seminars and symposia, so that the youth of our university are exposed to the new demands, the new challenges that are to be faced by them after they vacate the university.
Unless and until you participate in these activities, whether it's debating or it's sports, your education is incomplete. So for the overall development of the students, these activities are must.
The Department of Students' Welfare also has a specially able cell for special students and a cultural wing.
In fact, it has been in 2009 that university has decided that we will establish a special cell for physically challenged persons, and also with the guidelines of UGC, we have equal opportunities for other weaker sectioners so that to uplift their services in the university. Basically, at the admission and after admission, a lot of difficulties have been faced by the students with special challenges. For that, to care their academic career, also their easy and disabled-friendly campus, university has taken up this social initiative to provide empowerment for the physically challenged.
The university is creating special infrastructure for specially able students.
Yeah, we have a provision of keeping the ramps as well as lift provision in the newly construction buildings in the university. For that, even old buildings, we have created some ramps, even keeping provision of lift where there is a possibility to have easy accessibility to these public departments.
Mr. Shalil, who is heading the specially able cell, said that a 3% reservation has been kept for special students and they are provided with required scholarships.
Definitely, we have been providing 3% reservation in the admissions from the last decade now in the university. But now recently, Honorable Vice Chancellor has authorized the Academic Council as well as the higher bodies of the university to provide reservation in employment. 3% reservation will be provided in employment as in teaching as well as in non-teaching.
Students' identity cards and character certificates are also issued from the Department of Students' Welfare. The Department of Students' Welfare also publishes a students' journal in which all bona fide students can participate. Dean, Department of Students' Welfare, said that he is aware that a growing number of students, especially from far-flung areas, require more and efficient transport facility.
We are contemplating to buy more buses and I'm sure the proposal has already gone to Honorable Vice Chancellor for his authorization. That will be authorized to more buses are to be purchased by Dean Students Welfare to make it available to the students who are in need of this. And meanwhile, we had an exclusive meeting with the Chief Proctor and the Deans. Shahid Saab was there, I was there, and we had an RTC department to request them to provide buses to the university special buses that will run from university to different parts of the city, so as to ensure the risk-free type of coming and going of the students to the campus.
The department also arranges educational tours for the students to visit various centers of excellence outside the valley. The Department of Student Welfare's cultural wing throughout the year organizes many student festivals whereby students display their talent.
It's a record period. Students have been organizing events. Students have been participating in events with full zest. We have represented Kashmir University this year only. Kashmir University in 2 mega events, North Zone level and national level event. And proudly speaking, Kashmir University first won 3rd rank in North India level and then 2nd rank at national level. That was held in Kolhapur University, Maharashtra.
The Department of Students Welfare also informs students of all categories about the scholarships and fellowships available to them.
Last year, almost 10,000 students had applied for these scholarships. That means they are in know of the happenings and all the developments that are taking place under the banner of Dean Students Welfare. And number second, we frequently call these class representative meetings in the DSW so that they are made abreast of all the happenings and the developments. And the question of scholarship comes automatically. That if you have anything to share with your students, that is being done, they are stands informed, and we are sure that the information that they receive from our department, that is being communicated, circulated and disseminated to their friends and many other people who are in any way related to this department, Students Welfare.
The department is also initiating certain new steps for the benefit of students.
All cultural activities, they will be revived. We will give due space, due recognition to all acts that are beneficial to our students, because we have to explore their talent in whatever capacity that comes to the forefront. It is academic or it is cultural, in whatever field you are growing, Dean Students Welfare is to promote their worth, to promote their talent, to pull them to the forefront so that they are known to the world. We have usually been underestimating the talent of our students, but these type of programs will give them a chance to come to the forefront.
Since the valley is mountainous, there is this lack of communication between the students and the university. But the Department of Students Welfare is taking new steps to iron out these flaws.
This website is available to the students, our cell phones are available to the students. As and when anybody feels uncomfortable or any difficulty he has to face, he is most welcome 24 hours, we will be responsive to him, whatever the difficulty. Unfortunately, we don't take benefits of the institutions and the departments that have been established throughout the state for the students itself. The students had to come forward, even if they don't find time to physically be present in the department. But they can visit our website. They can have contacts through cell phones with the officials who are working in DSW. With me, no problem. And whatever the difficulty they face, we will try our best. That's our mandate, to respond positively to their difficulties and grievances, if any at all, at any point of time.
The department also organizes social service camps on various religious festivals. With that, we come to the end of today's program. In case you have missed any part of the program, you can log on to emmrckashmir.com, where you can watch the whole episode. As always, you can send us your valuable suggestions and feedback at our email address, quest@emmrckashmir.com. Before I take your leave, here are a few words of wisdom. Bodily decay is gloomy in prospect, but of all human contemplations, the most abhorrent is body without mind.